Hello everyone, today I have a special new series for this channel. I have been inspired by Natalie's YouTube channel and I'll link it below if you're interested. Chances are you've heard of her YouTube channel more than you've heard of mine. She is a homeschooling mom who has embraced a minimalism and decluttering approach to her home. And I've reached the point where I've decided that this is the next move for me, for my family. We need to embrace minimalism and we need to declutter our home. So join me as I begin this new series as we get ready for fall. So maybe you're wondering, what does she mean by minimalism? For me, what minimalism means is getting rid of all the clutter, all the things that are actually not adding to a good quality of life for us, and instead it's just adding stress, anxiety, and it's getting in the way of doing the more meaningful things in life. For example, playing with our kids, relaxing, reading, just enjoying life. I had two kids close in age to each other, so they are 1.5 years apart. And life has been so busy, and we have pretty much accumulated so many things in these years. At first, when they were babies, toddlers, it was pretty easy to organize their play areas, and then it'll stay relatively tidy for a few days, and then we would have to do it maybe again the next week. But I've noticed that the older that they've gotten, the mess is just never going away, because now they can grab things from all over the place and their toys just go all over the home and all of that. So this is something that we really need in our home. And as any homeschooling parent will tell you, if the house is out of order, it's going to make things so much more complicated in homeschooling. This is why I've decided to create these videos in my homeschooling channel, because maybe you're going through something similar to me and you feel like your house is so messy all the time and it just adds to the stress. So I hope that you will find these videos motivating, and maybe you can even clean along with me. So before I share with you my decluttering, I want to tell you about the strategies that I've used and I'm going to continue to use. The first one is choose a room in your house and commit to cleaning and finishing that room and before you move on to the next. The second strategy is make sure you start at one corner of that room, because you don't want to get distracted by cleaning up on this side and on this side, and then it'll just feel more frustrating and it'll make the process that much harder. The next strategy is make sure you're emptying out or you're gathering all the things in one location and then sort those things according to however you think they should be sorted. The next strategy is make sure that you are not holding on to everything, but that maybe you want to remember something by taking a picture of it and then throw it away or give things away. And my last strategy, for each room, make sure that you are establishing boundaries, limits, rules that are appropriate for each room, what you want to happen in that room. So for my first room that I decluttered, it happened to be the living room, which is right over here. And for this room, since it's the first room that someone will always come in and see, this room should always be clean, in my opinion. So that means my children are not going to bring toys over here. We're going to get used to playing in their own rooms. And this is going to be a place that's always clean, ready for us to just relax, read, watch a show on TV, receive our visitors. Okay, now that I've shared with you my strategies Now it's time to talk about this living room decluttering process. So this is the corner I decided to begin with, and I'm noticing a sad plant over here. So I'll have to do something about that later. These are my favorite books. Those are some special lanterns that remind me of our wedding. Here are some more books that I hope that I can finish reading with all this extra time that I'm supposed to have now after decluttering and minimalizing our home. And I wanted to make all of my kids' books available to them so that we can have more of an environment for where our kids read in their spare time as well. As you can see, we don't have a lot of space here, so I'm going to get started on this furniture piece and figure out where would be a better place for it. As you can see, the kids have designated how they wanted to use these drawers. So now I have to empty out all of these drawers and figure out what I want to use them for, what I want to keep in the house, what I'm going to want to keep in the garage, out of reach. We're not really using these drawers except for like miscellaneous things. And here's another furniture piece that actually broke while I was trying to open it to declutter it. So definitely I've decided, and my husband agrees, we're getting rid of this and need to find a home for some of these things now. And I have to figure out how to open this now without a knob. Here's the last furniture piece that I need to organize, with the exception to this drawer, which I'm proud I organized it a few days ago. That's where we have all our coloring books and construction paper, and here we need to organize those things as well. This is just some TV stuff, and now it's time to trim this plant. Hopefully it gets happy again. I've never done this before, but let's try putting a little bit in the dirt and a little bit in the water. So now it looks a little better, a little shorter. Now I'm just sorting all of these things, similar things together, things that are trash. And I like to use good old-fashioned baby wipes to clean inside drawers. We decided what we're going to use that furniture piece for. So there you go. Now there's nothing in that drawer. And bye-bye impractical furniture piece. Here I'm going to try to move this to where the gray furniture was at. But I guess I need to work out because I'm kind of tired and I could use some help. And who do I ask for help? Of course, my 6-year-old strong little guy who's always willing to help. This is its new place. I love how there's more space now and the kids will be able to read more comfortably there. I just have to move that lamp out of the way so that the kids can access those books more easily and figure out what to do with that cable. Now I just have to declutter these drawers and just remember that it's gonna get done. Here I decided which games I wanted to keep, and here are some homeschool things. My husband surprised me by upgrading my equipment for my YouTube channels, and I decided to use that furniture piece as a shoe rack. And here I taped that cable so I know it would trip over it. Hopefully this corner will be more inviting now for the kids to sit down and read. And I love how it looks a little more empty, even though this does not look too minimal, but I just like how it looks, so I'll keep it that way. I decided that I'm going to keep the things that the kids usually ask for. Screens, and we're always looking for those charger cables. And they're always asking for white paper to draw and color. And scissors are always handy. YouTube channel equipment. And puzzles. Lots of puzzles for them to get whenever they have free time. Here's a puzzle for fall. I'll see you on the next minimalism and decluttering video.